All right, we are back for another update on the shop class and what these kids are doing. So I will take you around and show you where we're at on both of the cars, what they're about to do for one of their tests. It's a hands-on test today. And then we will talk about what's to come and how far I hope to get. All right, today they are going to get to flare their own brake line. So they have a sample of what they have to match today, including their double flares, 3 different bends and fittings, etc. So they have an instruction sheet on steps to follow to match that. So that will be how they are graded. So that's everything that they need to accomplish that. And we'll be working in groups to get that done. They made a lot of good progress on the 51, getting these floors cleaned up. So we are really close to getting the spray and liner on the floor. A little bit left to clean up here and just a little bit right here, but they've done a great job, and we just need to finish these sills and get the whole thing vacuumed and cleaned and everything. And then we'll do a chemical treatment to neutralize any remaining surface rust, and then we will get that coated. And shout out to Lizard Skin for donating soundproofing coating as well as a gun, stuff like that. So that'll be great, and we'll be using that in both cars. And then on the coronet, we are basically in the same place on the inside. Floor is still good. We are getting things scraped. Obviously, we've still got to get some of this stuff done at some point, but our main focus has been the engine and the interior, and we did end up getting the engine out last week. So now, since we are not rebuilding this, we're just going to refresh it. We're working on the tedious job of scraping it to get all the bulk of the grease and stuff off, so that then we can actually degrease and wash it without having to go through a bunch of thick stuff. So we made some decent progress on Wednesday on this, and we're going to continue working on all of that. So they are at the mundane and not so fun stuff, learning all the joys of cleaning up old parts and getting them ready. So this is gonna likely be sent out to be rebuilt. Parts to scrape and clean so that we can blast and paint. This console has to be disassembled, and we were gonna restore this, drive shaft cleaned, and then we're gonna actually replace these U-joints. That'll be something that they will learn about. Steering wheel will get cleaned up, and then we have a whole rack parts for the coronet that have to be gone through, cleaned up, some replaced. Currently soaking and heating some greasy parts to help break that down before we degrease it. And then they're learning about all of the chemical degreasing, our PPE and everything in place. They're learning how to get all that stuff cleaned up before we bring it over to our blast cabinet and get those parts blasted. And then we have racks over here for priming, things that are ready for priming, things that are ready for paint, and then probably next week we will start painting parts. So that is where we are at. Lots done, but a whole lot left to do. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to Pipes Performance Exhaust. They actually donated a full stainless exhaust system for the car. The only thing we have to do is actually get it from the exhaust manifolds back to the exhaust, but other than that, we have a full system. So thank you so much for that. That was